This is Jackie with the CuttingEdgeCulture.com. I'm here with Wetzel from Attack, and we're here at the 930 Club. I recently watched again your video for The Wretched. It has over 1 million views, almost 2 million views. Congratulations. What role do you think YouTube has in your career?
Well, it definitely has control of pretty much all of the visual aspects of our career with the exception of our live show. So it definitely, it's definitely one of the most powerful marketing, like social networking, sharing type tool for any band, in my opinion. And it's super crucial.
Why make videos now when there isn't a channel for them anymore?
I don't know. Why not?
Touché. What role do you think the internet plays in general between Facebook, Twitter, all the other different apps and such? How does it play in your career as well?
It is our career, pretty much entirely. Because we don't have like a major label or anything at any point in our career that would have been there, if the internet hadn't existed to put us on all of the magazines and television and radio and all the other places that you normally get information. So having the internet there is super crucial for developing bands like ours that just sort of came out of the suburbs of the city, playing local shows, and then having this free tool to reach hundreds of millions, billions of people all over the globe at the same time. So it's definitely the most important tool that any band could possibly have at this point, at least.
Who came up with the treatment for the video, The Wretched?
Megan Thompson did. She's a very good friend of ours. She does all of our photos and stuff, and she's very creative and a wonderful person to hang out with.
Awesome. Well, This Means War came out in January. What were some of the influences that are kind of reflected in some of the songs?
I don't know. We listen to all kinds of music, but I don't know. I'd say some of the sort of more obvious influences. Whiting is super into Meshuggah, so some of the guitars tend to reflect that a little bit. The tones. I don't even really know. It's really nothing that we ever think about. We don't really think about oh, this part is Slipknot was the influence for this. But just generally nu metal music in general and any kind of heavy music with breakdowns has been an influence because we listen to pretty much strictly that kind of music.
Well, I won't dance around the topic. Yesterday, in fact, the band left Rise Records. Can you tell me a bit about what caused that?
Our contract's up. That's all. We had 3 records with them, and we just put out the 3rd one. And I think, I don't know exactly when our term expires. We're not technically off yet, but over the summer the term will run out and the contract will be over. But, we just fulfilled our contract, and we're in a really unique, awesome place as a band because we have, we grew up in this record label, Rise Records, and it was an amazing experience. Those guys are really cool. They've done so much for our band to get us where we're at. And now we have this, whole new world open to us in the sense of, this new record, This Means War, is doing amazingly well. The band's growing really quickly. And, at this point in our career, we can really kind of take a step back and look at everything and figure out what we want to do next and make, a really good, intelligent decision about what to do that's going to be the best move for us to continue to be a legitimate real band, at the same time, but also not, people throw this term around really loosely, but sell out, dollar signs aren't in our eyes. We want to keep making the music that we love and have the most control over that and be able to control where we want to steer our music and our bands, artistically and in every other sense. So it's just really cool to have this opportunity to be out of this contract, have it fulfilled, leave on a good note and on the right foot, and then just literally have our whole future in front of us to pick how and where and why.
It was rumored that you already have some new songs written. Is that true?
Got a couple.
Got a couple? Okay. Next, after this tour, you're headed to Europe and South America. How do fans in Europe differ from fans in America?
It's really funny. All the kids in Europe that come out to see our shows are much, I don't want to say much more contained. They still get really excited about our shows, and they're still really crazy, but if you you know, as soon as you finish your set, if you like walk out and start talking to people, they actually treat you like a normal person, which sounds weird, but you know, they don't ask you questions about your band. They ask more about you, which is like, that's a new thing, and it's really refreshing because sometimes, you know, when you are in like a bigger band or your band has some success, like people just tend to only talk about your band. And you know, you get to ask the same question, like, are you going to be on Warped Tour next year? Like, you know, you get that a billion times. Sorry if anybody's asked that, I don't want to offend you, but you know, the people overseas, especially in Europe, are much more interested in you as a person than you as a drummer or a guitar player or something. So that's like really nice and refreshing.
How many new songs from the new album rather, are you guys playing on this tour?
7.
7, quite a bit. And then after South America, you guys co-headline with Escape the Fate. How do you do a co-headline? Do you guys switch, you know, rotate who plays last, or?
Actually, we call dibs on playing second to last every single night.
Why is that?
It's more fun.
Touché. What can fans expect from that tour, other than you playing second to last?
Epicness. Sheer epicness. I mean, all the guys in Escape the Fate and us are really good friends, so it's going to be, from day one, it's going to be a really goofy tour to start with. And second off, because it's a co-headliner, our band, we're just pooling our money together to put together like the sweetest stage and like light show and everything. So it's going to be a really awesome, you know, visually tour on top of, you know, our music being played. We're getting a little less shitty every single day. So that should be, you know, at least mediocre by that point. Our performance will be, but it's definitely going to look sick. So that's exciting.
Well, speaking of looking sick, not literally, many of your bandmates have tattoos. Do you have any tattoos?
Nope.
You are completely bare.
Yep.
Any desire to get them?
Not really.
Okay, I was going to ask for best tails, but you don't have any. Fair enough.
I believe if you're going to do something, you got to commit all the way. And I'm not ready to commit to like full sleeves and neck tats and stuff. So I'll just leave that door closed until, if my mind ever changes, then I'll do that. But until then.
Fair enough. Like I said, we merge entertainment and social causes. Are there any charities or causes you or the rest of your bandmates support?
Nothing really specifically. We did some stuff with Music Saves Lives a while back, but I don't know, there hasn't really been anything super specific or any organization in particular that we've gotten like really hooked up with. But I know that if the right person came through the door, like, we'd be full on for it. It's just a matter of finding like that right relationship, if that makes sense.
Yeah, very much so. The